this is something else. So the Colts have fired their head coach Frank Reich following yesterday's 26-3 loss to the Patriots, and then they've announced the interim coach is going to be none other than former Colts center and ESPN analyst Jeff Saturday, who, by the way, was slated to be on this program tomorrow. He has been a consultant with the team, doesn't have any NFL head coaching experience, coached at a high school in Georgia for 3 years. And this is the situation that he walks into, which is, listen, this has been a carousel ever since Andrew Luck left just weeks before the 2019 season, trying to find a quarterback there. A bevy of veterans have walked through those doors. Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, who was benched after 7 starts in place of Sam Ellinger. So this is the situation in which Jeff Saturday, our colleague, will find himself in right now.
Let's bring another one of our colleagues in to talk about this. Louis Riddick back with us. Louis, the Colts naming Jeff Saturday as their interim head coach. What are your thoughts?
I laugh not to be disrespectful at all.
Absolutely
in any
not,
way, shape, or form. I laugh simply because Jeff Saturday is one of my favorite freaking people in the world. And we have had discussions about this football team, about the very topic that we talked about earlier on SportsCenter. And that is, what the hell is wrong with this offensive line? How could they be underperforming in this way, given man for man the talent that some of the best players on that offensive line, namely Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Braden Smith, the talent that they have? How can they just be getting beat like they're getting beat? How can the pocket be violated the way it's being violated? Why isn't the running game getting going? Why aren't Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman just killing it off of the play-action passing game down the field? What are the answers here? Jeff and I have talked about those things. I'm sure he won't be answering any texts anytime soon because his head is probably spinning 1,000 miles an hour. But I can assure you this. That will be priority number one for him as the interim head coach and wherever this leads in the future to figure out how is this offensive line not performing better? Because it has been really at the crux of everything that has ailed this football team in 2022. They can't do anything. They can't do anything with a quarterback like Matt Ryan because he has no time. And then from there, his decision-making goes downhill. I don't know what his first order of business is going to be as far as communicating with the staff, getting the staff on the same page, establishing his credibility there, making sure that the players believe in him and his competency to lead them in the second half of this season. Look, excuse me, this is a lot. This is a lot that's going to be on his plate. But given what his pedigree is and what he knows about football and the discussions I've had with him about football, the offensive line will be priority number one because it has just been an epic failure. And I'm sure right now, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to take this in a number of different directions saying, look, they have Gus Bradley on staff. I guess John Fox is still on staff there. Any of these guys have had head coaching experience in the past. Why didn't they name him? Well, look, Jim Irsay is is this unconventional? Yeah, to say the least it is. I think we all know that. But the point of the matter here is that obviously, Jim Irsay is trying to turn to someone that he trusts and who he obviously has been consulting with about what is going on with this season. Because I think everyone that is in any way, shape, or form affiliated with the Indianapolis Colts deems this season to be an epic, colossal failure on so many different levels. And now our own Jeff Saturday gets to try and go in there and figure out what the heck went wrong and how to kind of get it moving in the right direction, if not at the very least, just stabilize the situation. Because every week it seems to be getting worse. Every week this team seems to be regressing. And knowing how he feels about how critical the foundational aspect of offensive and defensive line play is, he will start there. He will start there, and in particular, he will start at the offensive line. So, wow. He's got a lot of work ahead of him, that's for sure.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.